Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Kirsten Nicole, and tonight's video is kind of like an impromptu video. It's very chill, very kind of not low-key, but just, I don't know, like I said, impromptu. It's been something that's just been kind of not like on my mind, but I just was like, okay, I'm gonna make this video. And it's basically just kind of talking about how 2019 has been so far, and just kind of me just dispelling all the myths about resolutions and New Year's, new year, new you, all of that fun stuff. So yeah, let's go ahead and dive on in, kind of recapping 2018. So go ahead, grab some wine, because I have mine, because we're gonna need it. A little chit chat real quick. So yeah, let me... Ooh, child. As Gabrielle Union said, we're gonna need wine, so cheers. Because, listen. So let's just go ahead and dive on in.
She don't play, and she my type. She got brains, and them tatas. She that day, she gon' dance. Ain't gon' touch her phone. She gon' let it smoke, man. She don't play.
Delicious. So I feel like for me, like this whole new year, new me, everyone gets so excited for January 1st of whatever year. And I mean, I'm like that too. No shade or nothing to any of those people, but just as like a little life update, let me just be clear, 2019 is not starting for me until February 1st, because January 1 through January 31st have just been that ain't it at all. So I just feel like for me, I'm starting the new year in February, okay? Because ain't nobody got time to be starting years in January. And like I said, for me, January was extremely, I don't know, like lately, you know how sometimes you just be in like a funk and you just don't be feeling like yourself. And I just kind of feel like that's how January was. Like I didn't honestly feel motivated to do anything. I didn't feel like myself. Like, I don't know, it just felt weird. And I think some of it does have to do with the passing of my grandfather and just kind of being in that space and that mindset. Like when you lose a loved one, it is like, I don't know, it just hits you, especially someone you're close with, it just hits you weird. And I'm not saying that again for like sympathy. This is just, you know, I started this channel or this blog, my whole concept behind this was for times like insomnia, when I'm having an insomnia spell, I can't sleep. And I know that I'm not the only person in the world who may be going through this or who could hear this. So that's what, you know, again, it's not for sympathy, but it's just to share and be in a space where I know someone else may need this. But losing a loved one is hard as hell. I'm not even gonna like just sit here and, you know, they always say that it gets better and it gets, you know, take each day like a new day, which I have done and which I try to do, but still, it just hasn't been the same. You know, him passing January 2nd and then going into the new year, starting the new year off like that, it really messes with you. And so I feel like for me, I'm kind of slowly getting back into my space and getting back into myself, but it's not easy, you know. So that's again why I say, and not even like to be like cheesy starting my new year in February, but that's just genuinely the truth. Like, and it's crazy because when we left 2018, I did, because again, I'm that person that makes all these resolutions and things like that. But when I left 2018, I was like, ooh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna put out this video, I'm gonna create, and just do some other things in my career and in my life, my friendships, like health, wellness. And I went into like, it was ending 2018, like, okay, we're gonna get it popping in 2019. And then 2019 came, I lost my grandfather, and it was just like, I didn't want to do, like, I had no, it sounds weird, but like my mind won't in my head, you know. So I feel like when you know, and I say that, and I say all of this to say that it's important to realize today's theme, if you take nothing from this video, take that things take time and that you're on your own time. And I know it sounds easy, because even that's why I struggle with so much, is just overthinking and overanalyzing and falling into a comparison trap, because it's like I see all these other people doing things or having successes that I think that I should have or that I want, but they aren't coming to me. And yes, like I said, I know a lot of things probably are not self-inflicted, but like kind of, because like I said, I haven't done the work. And then I see other people and it looks like they may not be doing the work either, but they're still getting successes and results. And it's just like, wow, okay. So then that even makes me want to do anything even more. Like I said, like aside from dealing with, you know, grief, I see other people succeeding and it's just like, oh, okay, well, it ain't for me, or, you know, and it's disheartening, you know? So again, I say that to say because I'm constantly trying to remind myself that everything takes time. You know, everything comes when it's supposed to. Like, cliche, but
God's plan. God's plan.
But no, it's just like, I don't know. And it's hard to really try to follow God's plan when you have your own. A prime example of when I was younger and even in high school, beginning of college, child, I thought my life plan, I was gonna be married, 2 kids, boom, house with a white picket fence, 2 dogs, all of that by 25. Sis, I can't even get someone to text me back. I ain't got no man. I don't got no dogs. Don't got no kids. So it's just like, I really thought growing up that that's what my life would like. I thought that was how it was gonna look. Like the movies, by 25 I was gonna have all of this, all these great things. And I don't, which is okay. I mean, because I'm realizing, and even when I look back at 2018, I was reviewing my goals when I was making my goals for this year, just kind of thinking like, you know, some things I think I wrote down, or some things I wanted, some things I planned for. When I look back at it, I'm saying look back like 2018 wasn't yesterday, but you know, when I look back at it, I don't really think that some of the things I wanted I could have received, or they would have been how, you know, I probably would have gotten it and it wouldn't have been how I wanted it because I didn't need it. And again, that it just all has to do with like timing and God's plan and everything. And so that's a skill, a thought process, a mindset that I'm constantly struggling with every day. Like every day, I promise you. So again, I just wanted to come and kind of talk a little bit about that because I haven't really done that on my channel or on this space. And again, that's kind of why I started this whole YouTube blogging thing, because I wanted to kind of have a space to talk about things that kind of taps into like the candidly life part, like, you know. So, and just kind of talking about things kind of helps me. Again, this is like my diary, like you guys are like my diary in a way. Just kind of talking about some things, and I'm just out loud thinking about things, you know, like looking back at 2018, how that kind of went for me. I think 2018 wasn't, I don't know, it wasn't terrible, but it won't it. I think it was really hard for me also because I still had just recently had like that post-college depression, which is real. Post-graduation and post-college depression is real, and do not let anybody tell you it is not, sis. And for me, it was twice as hard. Again, not for simple, but my grandmother passed literally a week after I graduated college. So I went from an extreme high in my life. Like I was on cloud 9. Your girl done. Sally Mae was about to be at me, but still I was done. 4 years, did it in 4. And then a week later, it was like the lowest low ever. So, and then turn around to that, I didn't find a job for months after I graduated. And again, that was another thing. Like when I was younger, even like freshman year of college, I was like, okay, I'm gonna graduate college, get me a job in my field in another city. I'm gonna just up and move, up and leave, up and do this. And here I was struggling to even find like part-time work. Like this was the holiday season, you know, I graduated in May, and I was struggling to find work, and like it was like November, December had came, still ain't have nothing. Like I had an internship from July to about October, end of October, beginning of November, but that was it. And I didn't have anything after that. And it was constantly like, what am I doing wrong? Why am I not who these people want? You know, stuff like that. So it gets hard. So post-grad, you know, so that kind of distilled into and flew over into 2018, the whole graduation, post-college depression, and still adjusting to life without a loved one and becoming a caretaker for a loved one, things of that nature. So, but I did, things do come, everything, they say weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning, because I did find a job in my field that is full-time, which a lot of people, I'm sure my age, can't say that. And that's not even to sound cocky or to brag or anything, but it's just, that's the reality of the world we live in. Like, it's hard out here. If you a pimp or not, it's hard out here, okay? It's hard. If you're looking at this and you're in that same space, that whole college, post-college graduation, post-depression, sis, I promise it gets better. And I'm coming up, about to approach a year of being in my job. So things do get better, but 2018 definitely did teach me some things, even things about like what I, again, struggled with, kind of comparing myself to other YouTubers or other things. And I had to constantly kind of tap back into, okay, why did I do this? Why did I start this? Or kind of stop looking at other people. And I mean, it's hard. Like I said, I still struggle with that daily. Like, I be texting, like, you can ask my best friends. They are always like, sis, like, snap out of it. Snap out of it. You are not them, you are you. And it's like Dr. Seuss says, you are you. That is truer than true. There is nobody who's better than you, or something like that. So, that's something I'm constantly kind of reminding myself. But looking into 2019, I am, like I said, I'm still kind of in a weird space right now. Like, the wound, I'm not gonna lie, it's still fresh. I'm losing, a loved one. But it's kind of like opening also my eyes, and like, again, I hate to be cliche, but like, life really is short. Even though, my grandparents both lived very long lives, 80 plus years, but life also is short. And it makes you kind of think or wonder things that you should be doing or that you want to do, and why you're stopping yourself, or is this for you? And it was crazy because I was talking to my boss today, and we were just kind of having conversations. Me, my boss, and another coworker of mine, we kind of take our lunchtime to kind of just reflect on some things and do some devotional stuff. And we were reading one thing today, and it was like, don't make a to-do list, make a to-be list. And with your to-be list, you got to have a stop doing list. And that kind of hit, that one, shit, took me out. I said, a to-be list, And I was flabbergasted, because I really did not know what I wanted to be. It took me a minute to kind of think, like, yo, what do I? It's so easily to make a to-do list, like, and it was it kind of led to that with the story about how we all make choices and how things, direct our lives. Like, every day we wake up, we choose what we want to have for breakfast. We choose how we go to work or how we go to school. We choose what we wear. And it's like, okay, so you have to do, and then you have your to-do list, like take the kids to school, or take the dog out, or buy there's always to-do lists, right? But what if they were like, make a to-be list, and it's like, you want to be this or you want to be that. And it would really have me thinking, like, what do I want to be, So I think moving into 2019, that's kind of where I want to do that, more of that, and thinking more deeper into things and looking deeper into things, like, what do I want to be? Like, where moving into 2019, that's what I really want to be big on, as far as kind of looking at to really what it is I want out of life and what I want to be in life, And I hate to get all like Oprah or life coachy, but yeah, like, that's just, when I think about all the past years, I've made all these resolutions, and some I've kept, some I haven't, I've adjusted. But I think I really need to, again, when your perspective changes, and again, your timing changes, it's okay. Like I said, my 2019, I don't know about y'all, but my 2019 is starting on February 1st, okay? Happy New Year. If I gotta do New Year's all over again, have a little toast, get some champagne or something, my New Year's is starting on February 1st. If you want to join, you're more than welcome, but I'm starting on February 1st just because, again, I can't keep up with everyone, and I'm not trying to. So again, I just kind of wanted to, that had been kind of weighing on my mind and heavy on my heart, just to kind of talk to you guys about trusting the process. Again, I'm so cliche, but trusting the process and trusting the timing. My next tattoo that I plan to get is the quote, well, not really the quote, but just the words, "Be still," because it's two reasons. be still, the Lord will fight for you. Basically just saying like, it's okay, so like pump your brakes, God always got you. And then 2, be still and know. Again, just trusting that, being like, just be still, be like present. And I think for me, I'm always, again, overthinking, overanalyzing, looking too far ahead, and thinking about, again, you know, because the dream that I had when I was 7 of being married and having kids and all that fun stuff isn't coming true. I'm like, dang, what am I doing? Like, why isn't that happening? Now I'm like out here trying to find a husband, which, I mean, I am. If you out there and you watching, hello, how you doing? What's good? What's popping? What's cracking? Like, hey boo, you know. But I'm not, I shouldn't be like, that shouldn't be my focus, trying to fulfill this plan that I had when I was 7. I'm 23. I may find a man this year, I may not. He could be watching this video.
Johnny,
what's up? I know what really is in store for me this year, but I think I'm excited. I'm not, I don't know, I'm kind of weird. I feel kind of weird about this year, but maybe we'll talk about that in another video. But again, the main topic and the main thing I kind of wanted to talk about was just kind of the whole comparing. And you know, I know everyone, I feel like it's so much pressure. It's pressure every day to try to do the things you want to do, or to try to think about the things you want to be and all of that. It's pressure every day, because again, especially in our era of social media and comparison and looking around at other people, it can be hard. But just kind of being still and taking time to be on your own pace. And again, I think that's right now, I'm kind of, you know, everyone else, like, I would even get hard on myself for like the littlest things, like not going to the gym. Like, I know I need to go, I know I should have gone, I can make time to go, but it's just like, there are other things I need to do that I can't go. But it's like, I get on Instagram and I see all these banging body baddies and Instagram baddies and people going to the gym, and it's like, I mean, I do genuinely like working out and going to the gym, but again, the space that I'm in, the adjustments, the life adjustments that are going on in my life right now, I just can't, like, I feel like I can't. And I had to take some of that pressure off myself and realize, like, you can't. There are things you gotta do, or things you gotta be, places you have to be, things you're adjusting to. So again, I say all that to say, trust your timing. If you need to start your year in March, start your year in March. Like I said, I'm gonna try to start my year in February. Happy New Year's. Because yeah, so I didn't want to ramble too long, too late, but so yeah. Yeah, so again, trust the timing. Just wanted to kind of come live and direct, well, not live, but direct talk to the people. This is, like I said, very informal, impromptu, like videos like this, that are a little less structured, like my hair or my curvy videos. Let me know down below, or let me know some things you want to kind of talk about. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.